Okay, I guess we're live, maybe. I'm gonna wanna pop out the chat, I think. Go. And then I guess maybe I'll shrink this like this. Yeah, this is fine. Time to swipe. Let's see what this is. Daily challenge. Is there a tutorial? Also, let me open up Twitch on my phone. Oh wait, maybe I can't. Yeah, no, I can't. So I can't check if it's working. I just hope that it works. Um, yeah, I don't know the play, so I hope it'll teach me. Fall of the Roman Empire. Before, I guess, if this is like 1048 BC, I guess it's after. Is that right? Blondie parallel lines after. Okay, I see. I understand how it works now. The Kiss. Yeah, I think this is a modern work, right? After 1800. Yep, 1900. Nintendo founded. Ooh, when was Nintendo founded? I think it's not too long after this. Maybe like 1900 exactly. Well, not exactly, but around 1900. Oh no, I was in 1989. Sorry, 1889. I was barely there. Oh, I get points for how quickly I answer, I think. Is this draining over time? Like a combo multiplier? Coca-Cola? After? Yes. Battle of Marathon? I don't even know what that is. Never heard this. Okay, so they have triremes. Was triremes in 1300 BC? Probably after. Was after. Cuban Missile Crisis is, I'm pretty sure that's after, yes. Rage Against the Machine's self-titled album release. No, I think it's earlier. Construction of the Hanging Gardens of Babylon? I think it's way before that. Yeah. Publication of the first Harry Potter. Oh man, when was Harry Potter published? I think I got every single one right up until now, and now this is where I'm gonna fail. 2003. Let's go after. I'm not confident though. No, I was wrong. Gosh darn it. One mistake, yep. So close. Okay. Uh, just check the stream thing. Yeah, it looks like. Is it? No, wait. This is pause. Play this. Yeah, it's live. Okay, that's good. Oh, but my bitrate here is red. Is that bad? This. Oh, yes, the bitrate is. The bitrate here says it's good. Hang on, let me show stats. And I guess or it's just. Can I dock this onto here somehow? How do I? Stats. Wait, what? Okay, I undock it. Why is it here of all places? Is it fixing itself? Yeah, okay. I want to overlap this thing. Scene transition? Yeah, overlap this thing. Uh, it doesn't say any drop frames here, so I don't know why. Okay, this was red before, but now it's green, so I guess we're okay now. So this times like weather darts. What's this? Each game starts with a target temperature. Guess a city to subtract its current temperature from the target. You may take up to 5 guesses. The game uses current temperature, as in right now. Wait, what? Each game starts with a target temperature. Guess a city to subtract its current temperature from the target. You win if you make the target hit exactly 0. You go bust if your target goes below 0. The game ends and you may not make any more guesses. Even if you don't check out, you can still get a gold, silver, or bronze medal based on how close you got. Choose to play in C or F before you make your first guess. You cannot change this during the game. You can use the toggle on the top left to pick a unit. Hey, Chakar. I don't know if my sound is working, so can you hear me? Ban over. Well, let me see if you can hear me or not before I respond. You can hear me? Okay, perfect. So the mic is working. Yes, the ban is over. I actually had it appealed. I filed an appeal and they accepted it, so that's good. This game seems hard. Okay, so we're trying to hit the target temperature. Celsius or Fahrenheit? I feel like I'm more used to Fahrenheit at this point. Okay, so I guess we're trying to hit 290 F. So what's a really? I mean, this is super hot, right? So like somewhere in the desert. Where is it super hot? Oh, but they're saying wait, the desert. Because it said it uses the temperature right now, and so maybe because of time zones, maybe it's nighttime in the desert right now, which would make it super cold. California, is Death Valley, does it get cold at night? I think most deserts do, right? And right now, it's nighttime in California because I'm in the same time zone as California. Well, it's like evening. It's 6 p.m. in California. So it might be cold in Death Valley. I'm not sure. I don't know if Death Valley fluctuates a lot like that. Can I use? Am I sure I can use a map in this game, right? Is it cheating to use a map? Hang on, let me. Do I have Google Earth on my phone? Google Earth. I don't have it. It seems so. Yeah, this isn't one city. It's you have to. You can do up to 5 cities, and it has to add up to this. Let's see Google Earth. Google Drive? What is this? What? I just want to. Isn't Google Earth the thing? Oh, Explore Earth maybe? Like, isn't the thing where it just shows you a globe and. Yeah, I just want to. So here's Earth. Is this America? I can't tell because there's so many clouds on it. Yeah, this looks like South America, so this is probably America. And here it's evening. Let's see. If the sun rises in the east, the sun is going like this from our perspective, like this. So that means it would be like noonish around here. So what is this? This is like Australia? Maybe Sydney? Is it hot in Sydney right now? 72. Okay. Is that good? If I do 5 places that are all 72, that would be 350, right? I mean, yes, I mean, I don't even have, this is a laptop, so I don't have my desktop set up. So there's an echo. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. This is probably because I have a shitty microphone on the laptop. Okay, so let's do more Australia places, I guess. Or maybe Japan places. Papua New Guinea? Indonesia? Or Jakarta? Nice. Okay, so I only need like 2 more to add up to like if I do 270s, that's already too much. I need like a 60 and a 70 or something like that. Perth maybe? Perth might not be too hot. We do Perth and Adelaide, right? That seems good. Okay, this is hotter than I was expecting some 11 hours now. Maybe I want something even colder than Adelaide. How about Hobart? Oh, I don't know what Hobart is, never heard of it. But hopefully it's pretty cold. Ooh, look at that. What can I do for 2? Can I end here? How do I stop? How do I cash? I just want to stop. You win if you make the target hit exactly 0. You go bust if the target goes below 0. The game ends, you cannot make any more guesses. Even if you don't check out, you can still get the gold, silver, bronze based on how close you got. Okay, so I have to do one more guess, I guess, but I want it to be not as cold as possible, but like I want it to be 2 basically. 2 or 1 would be the best ones, or 0 would be good too, I guess. So where would be pretty cold? This I feel like this is gonna be too cold, right? This is gonna be negative Fahrenheit. How do I zoom out? I can go back to where would it be? Maybe Whitehorse would be around 2 Fahrenheit, maybe? Would it? Or is it? Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's try it. All right, moment of truth. No, too much. It was 5. Wait, so is this good or bad? I guess it's bad. I guess, yeah, I guess I need to get something even colder. Gosh darn it. Okay, so that's that one. Wordless. I thought it said worldless, but it says wordless. What the heck is this? How do you play? Songless? Clueless? Is there no tutorial? Huh? I have no idea what this is. I guess I'll just put a word. Uh, so is it Wordle? Is it just Wordle? Um, oops. Wait, what? Oh, I think I accidentally refreshed the page. Crap. So, okay, what if, why, by default it's 3 letters. So I don't understand. Could be top, could be 2, could be what else? It is top. So it's just Wordle. Oh, but then it goes up. So it's like multiple Wordles, each of different lengths. Okay. Um. How about disk? How about dash? Oh, and here's chord. Okay. Um. So what was I doing? I was doing like D or drone. No, there's no E. What is there? A, E, I, O, U. So could A, I, O, U. Could be Y, I guess, maybe. So what if it's an A? What could this be? Could this be anything? I don't see anything. This Drowty, Droopy, Drowsy. Oh, Drowsy? No, Drowsy would have a W in it. Droby, Drony, Dromy? Drotu, Drozu, Drogu, Drolu, Droku, Drobu, Dronu, Dromu. Two O's. Dropo, Droso, Drogo. Oops. Trying to straighten this. Drolo, Drono, Drogo, Drovo, Drobo. Dromo. I don't. Okay, so maybe it's not. Could be like. Ah, shit, I closed the window. My mistake. Okay. Could be like. Let's do an X here. But if this is. What could this be? H? No, it would have to be another vowel then. So it'd be like, and then, oh, R or something like that. Detour, Daypour. Daynor, Daymar. Detour, Depour, Desor, Defor, Degor, Delor, Dixor, Devor, Debor, oh, Donor? Could it be Donor? No, because it's not O here. Hmm. Something over U? Duor, Duter, Duper, Ducer, Duger, Duler, Duzer, Duver, Dunor, Dumor. What? What the heck? Uh, tutor. Oh my gosh. Shaka, you're a genius. Word not found. It doesn't know tutor? It doesn't know tutor. I know tutor. It's like it's an era, right? Not as old as medieval, but like Elizabethan maybe? I don't know. It's like a English architectural style. Okay, so it says tutor is a word, so I don't know. What was I doing? Yeah, I think I used up all the things. Oh no, I need to hang on. Let me hide my screen real quick because I don't want to expose all my Discord messages. I thought I quit Discord. Where is Discord? How do I quit it? Let's log out. I don't want. Oh, maybe here streamer mode. Enable streamer mode on. Okay. Can I unhide the window? There we go. Just in case someone sends me something private, right? And then I don't reveal it like a private chat message and I don't show it all over screen. Okay, so it wasn't. So we tried. I think every possibility of D in the front, so it might not be D there. Maybe it's R. Oh shit! Hang on, I need to turn off Vim keys. Oops. Because Vim keys is basically like every letter you press, there's a shortcut. So I'm pressing R to type R, but R also refreshes the page. Okay, R. Wait, it still did it. What the heck? Did I not? Oh, maybe I didn't click save. Save changes. R. There we go. Finally. Okay. So if it's R, it'd be like something and then DO or like rodeo, except the second letter isn't O. Could be something like this. No, it would probably be radio. There we go. All right, 6 letters now. What's a 6-letter word? I like E and N and T are good letters. How about entire? No, I don't want double E. Entrap? How that doesn't work. Wow, nothing. Okay, well, there's the P. A-I-O-U. Pilots would be nice, but I already used up the T. What would another good word be? O and U and I. How about moldy? Oh, I didn't use a P, but that's okay. I forgot that there has to be a P there. So P something OL maybe? If the what would be the second letter here? An I? Could be APH, I guess. L or I mean O here or I? Philo? Full. I don't know about this PH thing. Could be silo. Is there a word like this? feel like the I would be a Y in this case if it's sort of like that. Maybe not. Psionic, right? Is a word that is PSI. Okay, so what else? If that's an I, what is? Oh, pillow. How about that? There we go. 7 letters. All right. So I get in all my favorite guys. What can I do with this? How about entrance? Oh, not enough letters. What else could we do? How about entraps, right? That's a good word, right? You're trapping someone. All right. What other vowels? I and O, I O U. I don't like EN at the start. How about something like hang on, I'm gonna cough, so I'm gonna mute real quick. All right. So there's something like flowering or something like that, but with EN. Flowing. Or maybe we can do something like there's an E somewhere and then ends in ING. Might be good. What could it be? Blessing? I think there's 2 S's in blessing. Wedding? It's not great letters. There's a W and a D there. I guess it still checks the I and the G. Wedding. Is there something better we can do than wedding? Like different letters? More common letters, maybe? Feuding. How about feuding? That seems good. Okay. No, but not G. If it's not G, what else could it be at the end? Like a K, maybe? Or a Y, I guess it could be. I like Y better. How about destiny? Oh, but there's no S or T. Delving? No, it's not ing, it's E. Delvany? I keep seeing destiny when I stare at this. What the heck? Maybe it's not a Y at the end. I can't see anything that works for that. What else could it be then? If it's not a Y, it could an O? What the heck? I don't like O. Could it be a B? I don't. That doesn't seem like there's any words like that. M, double N. Oh, maybe the D goes here. So maybe it's like something and then like hind. Like mankind, but it's men, right? Menkind? Mind something? Lee mind? V mind? He mind? What the heck? Maybe it's not D at the end. Maybe there's two E's. It could be two E's. Like Velsine. Vine something. What the heck? So there has to be a D somewhere. What if I put the D over here? Wedding. But it's not G. It's not G. What's the last letter? Red vine? Like the candy? No, there's no R. Read drink or something like that? Me drink? Could that be? Can I do something with drink? No, there's no R. Never mind. I keep forgetting there's no R. What's on the ends of link? Could it be something link? Declink? Is that something? Declink? I gotta see the clink because I can't think of anything else. It's not declink, it's not a word. Okay. What else could it be then? Bed link? Surely that's not something either. What can it be? What the heck? I can't see any words here. So I keep going for G, like ing, but there's no G. What is? So what is this last letter? Deadline? Is that something? No. Oh, red line. No, but there's no R. Deadline, man. Deadline? But there's not enough letters, right? Yeah, we need one more letter for deadline. Oh, decline! Why didn't you guys say something earlier? Why didn't you guys in time decline? Okay, well, 8 letters now. Gosh darn it. These letters, what's another good letter? S is a good letter. We should get some vowels in here. Rentals. What's another good common letter? Or retain or something like that. Pre-train? I want something like no, I don't want 2 A's. Nationer, is that a word? Someone who nations? Nope. I want to get an E in there if possible. Naturalizes? No, that's way too many letters. What's on like strained? Yeah, this seems good, right? These are all unique letters? I think so. Yeah, strained seems good. Yeah, look at all those letters. So no, there's no. Yeah, I was gonna say it could just be pre-trained with that, right? Like we just shift the train over, but there's no E. But I like this idea of shifting train over. So what could it be? Bro train? Or if maybe the train is shifted at the beginning. Train and what? Train off? What training is it? Is there 2 ends or 1 end in training? Okay. So something RA, maybe NTI, something like this. And no more ends. No additional ends. I'm not seeing anything like this. What if I put the T here? The end isn't there, but it's here? No, it's gotta be, if it's like that, then it's gotta be like shun, right? So then what's the first part? Fraction? Oh, fraction? Could it be fraction? There we go. And that's it, we did it. I guess. Nice. GG. What else we got here? What's lexical? What? Guess words to see. You'll get hints and letters along the way. The word is a noun. Starting hint, moose. Oh, it's saying like hot or cold and moose is around here. The word is a noun. Wait, does this tell me how to play? Today's puzzle is a noun and is related to moves. Can you find it in 11 guesses? Each guess reveals how close you are to the target word semantically, along with a new warm hint. Think hotter or colder with meaning, not spelling. And to make it extra challenging, all words are 5 letters in it. Okay. So relate. I guess this is probably give me a clue or something like that, which I don't want. Moves. 5-letter word, kind of like moves. Dance. Oops. I think I need to add. Get rid of Vim keys again. Dance. Dance is code? What? Spine? Moves? Moves and spine? But more spine than moves. What the heck? Spine. How about stand? Like standing up to someone because you have a spine? It's cold, okay, well. Wipes? Spine. Wipes. How about steel? Code, gosh darn it. Organ. An organ that wipes and it's related to your spine? Wipes, what the heck? You wipe with your hand, but what does hand have to do with spine? Let's try hands, I don't know. Code, okay, great. Salt. Organ salt, blood. Isn't blood salty? Warm, okay, we're getting somewhere. Farts. It starts with B. So B. Brain? Does that have anything to do with farting? What the heck is farts? Farts and B. Blast? I mean, it has to, well, isn't there like a blood cell or something called the blastoid or something? I don't know. Cold, okay, it wasn't blast. Expel. Oh, bowel? How about that? There we go, we got it. Yeah, I should, with farts, I should have gotten bowel. That's my bad. What is salt? How do I go back to the clues? Salt for bowel, really? Oops. Spine move, well, bowel movement, I guess, is what they're thinking of. There's so many words on here. Oh yeah. Hey, Mr. Crab, how's it going? How are you doing? I'm in my new place now, and my computer, my desktop hasn't arrived, so I'm streaming on my laptop. And so the mic is crap. There's no alerts. There's no VTuber model, and we're just playing web games just to test the streaming out. What do we just do? Lexical? How about lettered? We're doing next. We're just going down the list, I guess. Oh, Peaceful is raiding me. Peaceful, thank you for the raid. I don't know how long I have to wait before because sometimes when people raid, like it plays an ad. Peaceful raid. Okay, presumably she's here now. Peaceful, thank you so much for the raid. What were you playing? Nothing. I just moved to a new place, so I don't have my desktop set up. So I'm streaming on my laptop. My microphone is crappy. I don't have my bot running. I don't have my VTuber. So what were you playing? I have no idea. Usually the bot tells me what you're playing, but now I don't know. Here, let me give you the old school shout out. I haven't done this like in forever, I guess. There you go. Everybody, please follow Peaceful. She's a very fun streamer. All right, phrase fitting puzzle game. How do we play this? Loading. Okay, it's loading the game. I guess. Girl diner. Oh, okay, I see. It's like a. Can I rotate? Or no, I can't. So does it have to spell words vertically or only horizontally? Here, show me the rules. Draw their pieces from the tray and arrange them on the grid to spell out the hidden phrase. Pieces can go anywhere on the board, but they only fit in one correct spot. Oh, okay, so it spells out one long phrase. I see. Find where it fit, watch your moves. Every placement counts as a move, make up count. Okay, so you want to do as few placements as possible, I guess. Can they overlap or are these given? I feel like there's no C on any of my pieces, right? So that means this is given. So is this like cease or something like that? No, but then you have O and L, which is not really a word, so that doesn't make sense. It's gonna be this, right? And like I'm trying to think, how do you make a three-letter word? It could be spy, maybe. No, because then you have this square alone, and you can't do anything with it. Ray is a word, I guess, but no, it doesn't fit there. So Eve, yeah, Eve doesn't fit there either. Yeah, it's gotta be N, right? N has to go here. This is like cheese, right? Something in cheese. Girl dinner, something and something cheese. Swiss cheese, maybe? What could it be? Frey cheese, Feve cheese. We need. Okay, it has to be. Wait, how would you even get a word here? We don't have anything that's like one tall, right? Did I already mess up? Because what the only thing that could fit here is this one, isn't it? Oh, maybe P could fit there. Oh, spray cheese? Oh yeah, Ritz. On, right? Or of? It's gonna be of. Something of Ritz and spray cheese. This guy's gotta go here, right? This. Only eating a sleeve of Ritz and spray cheese. I see. Okay. That was okay. 14 moves. Oh, I'm slow. Look at this. Everybody else did in like a minute or sooner. And some people did in 8 moves. 8 moves in 19 seconds. That's crazy. All right. What else can we do? Cinema circuit. What's this? How to play cinema circuit. How many degrees of separations is Eddie Murphy from Jodie Foster? Try to connect 2 actors in the fewest links possible. Mr. Krabs says, sheesh, some people are built different. Yeah, I guess so. I can't believe I was like the worst person on that leaderboard. I don't know. Here, is it in my history? Can I reopen it? I think I was the second worst person in the leaderboard. Right? Where was it? Yeah, so see, 172 people play the game, and my ranking is 171. So one person did worse than me. All right, this one's gonna be tough because I don't know. I'm really bad with actor names. Choose a movie from a list of Eddie Murphy's movie. You'll be given the cast of that movie. Choose an actor from that cast. Receive the list of their movies. Create a circuit finding the movie that Jodie Foster is in. You have unlimited attempts to create a circuit. Okay. What movie was she even in? I guess maybe if I can get a movie with like a million people in it, that might be good. Coming to America had a lot of people in it, didn't it? Oh, but then I have to pick somebody from. You know what? Yeah, let's try it. Whatever. Okay, who did Jodie Foster play a role with? Likely, this guy was in it. I didn't know this guy was in it. I forgot his name, but he's on like, isn't he on? Was it the Tonight Show or something like that? Oh, it shows his name, Colin Joss. Oh man, I have no idea who should be in here. SNL. Yeah, sorry, that's what I was thinking of. SNL. Yes, he's the newscaster, right? Like he's on that desk and. How about Morgan Freeman? Because he's been with everybody, right? And like everybody's in a movie with him. So Jodie Foster. I feel like she would be in in like an older movie, like older than Bruce Almighty. Deep Impact, the Sentinel Mode movie, Bucket List. Driving Miss Daisy. Driving Miss Daisy might be too old. What's this one? A Nutcracker. Do you guys know what movies Jodie Foster's been in? Like, do you guys have any ideas? Was she in what's it called? True Lies? Contact? Contact. Okay. Has this guy been in Contact? Signs of the Lamb? Wait, so what does this sort mean? Popularity. Now you see me. Contact. Signs of the Lamb. Contact. Maybe Dark Knight Rises? Is it Christian Bale? Am I thinking of the right person? Now you see me? This guy? No. That's. I realize now I don't know who any of these people are. Oh, here's Christian Bale. Contact Signs of the Lambs. Yeah, I'm gonna be terrible at this game. I don't know which actors have been in which movies at all. Like I'm American Psycho, maybe. Matthew McConaughey. Well, which movie? Is Matthew McConaughey one of these people? J M MTT. Nope, not one of these people. I guess I better do popularity for this one. Someone who looks like they've either been in Contact or Santa Lambs or did something with Matthew McConaughey. Who's this? Reese Witherspoon? Surely she's been in like some movie with someone one, right? Let's go with this one maybe. I have no freaking clue. Father Bride? That's that. That's the right era, right? Is it? But it's comedy. Maybe because Contact and Silence of the Lambs are both not comedy, right? So maybe they don't have much overlap in the actors. This looks like a serious movie, so maybe it's one of these ones. Okay, Matthew McConaughey. Are any of these people Matthew McConaughey? Hey, we're getting close. Two T's? Nope, we lost it. Yeah, I don't know who any of these people are. Matthew McConaughey. How do we get there? Oh, this is the Twilight guy. I didn't even recognize him. Try researching. Yeah, I'm also thinking let's just go back. All right. Sweet Home Alabama. Cruel Intentions. Pleasantville. Fear. Isn't they're a little bit scary, right? Contact Inside the Lab. So maybe a horror movie would be good. Yeah, let's try that. All right. Are any of these people Matthew McConaughey? Mark. Reese. Nope. I don't know about Mark Wahlberg. Are we better off going to back to Reese or better off going to Mark? Who are these people? Maybe go to Mark. All right. Contact. Signs of the Lamb. How about Planet of the Apes? You think there's gonna be overlap with someone who was in Contact or Signs of the Lambs? No, actually, I'm not thinking about more. I feel like it wouldn't be. Substitute? There was a Max Payne movie? Dang. My Lovely Bones. Okay. What was the guy's name? Matthew McConaughey something? Oh, he's not in here. Rachel. Yeah, I don't know any of these people. I don't know any actor names or anything. Oh man. Guess we'll just pick a random one and try to proceed. Mummy is a little spooky, isn't it? Oh, she's Black Widow, maybe? Is she? I mean, they look kind of the same, the facial structure. Silence of the Lamb in Contact. Let's try Mummy. Matthew. It's not in here. Let's just pick some random again. Contract. Almost. We almost got there. Ooh, Hamlet. Prince of Thieves. Hamlet again? Wait, this guy was in like two different versions of Hamlet? I guess so. I have no freaking clue. Anaconda? Titanic? There's gotta be a billion people in the Titanic, right? But I guess maybe they're all background people. Maybe there's not too many like non-extras in Titanic. Dang it. No, no. Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, I don't know any of these people, but this guy has been in a million movies. So surely one of them has to be Contact or First Into the Lambs. He was in Critters? Maybe Gang in New York? QRST. So Matthew would be after this. No. Matthew is not in here. Who's this? Oh, Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson? Cameron? Martin Scorsese? Hey, Martin. Wait, that's it? I thought this guy was in a million movies. How far? How many guesses have we done so far? 9 guesses. I think when I get to 10, I'm gonna give up. Try quiz show. Matthew. No. Okay. No, yeah, I guess we give up. Show me the solution. What's guide? Oh, that just tells you how to play. Okay, yeah, just give me the solution. Come back tomorrow to see what? So it doesn't even tell me the solution. I guess we can try to guess because it's blurry, but. Gotcha. Weird Al. I can't do this one for some reason. I can move the other ones to see what they are. Okay, whatever. Whatever. I don't really care. What's the next game? So that was like a Clue Raider. Christian said your comments are listening. Lost Relic Puzzle. Find the Amber Beetle by placing each person according to the clues. Okay, well, let's see how to play. I am self-valid. Okay, I see. So it'll give you the rows and you just gotta satisfy all the constraints, I guess. Alex, I am in row 2. I am column 1. I mean, that seems pretty easy. Column B, row 2. So he's right here. Correctly place all the people according to clues. This will leave a single square available where the relic lies. Submit your solution to reveal the discovery. Place a person by selecting them and double clicking on an empty square or square with a throne or stone bench where they can sit. Placing a person will block the squares in a row and number from other placement. Make notes and mark possible squares for a person with their initials by selecting the person and single clicking a square. You can use the X button on the menu to mark cells as not possible to occupy. Clues may reference these objects on the puzzle grid. The person cannot be placed in a square with objects except a throne or a stone bench where they can sit. Next to means up, down, left, right for the object. Diagonals don't count. Objects must be in the same room as the person. Another person can still be next to the object even if the square of the object has been hashed out by being in the row or column of a placed person. If, for example, Alex is the only person next to an altar, it means nobody else is next to an altar anywhere in the puzzle. Just like next to clues, the object must be in the same room. Okay, areas. Each room is assigned a name and contains any number of people, including none. Areas are defined by their boundaries and help organize the puzzle space. Clues may reference specific areas, such as in the same room or in the corner of the room. The map is a whole grid you're solving on. Clues may reference the edge of the map, which means the outer boundary squares of the grid, first or last row. So once you have all the people, you can check your solution. You have 3 attempts. If you find that 2 people must be placed in just 2 columns or rows, you can eliminate any other marks in those columns. You can mark X in an intersection of marked people. For example, if Cameron is marked at A1 and C3, but not anywhere else, we know that A3 and C3 can be limited as both squares can be okay. Relic will be on an empty square. It can be helpful to know what the final available square, once all the people have been placed, will be empty. In other words, in a similar fashion, to place people, relic will sell its own row column occupied by. If you find you have a blank row column after making all the people that you know, the relic must belong to that row column. Control bar under puzzle has a timer that can be hidden. Okay, got it. I am in row. To place this person up with the correct cell to mark just the. Okay, got it. So this person is in row, what, 3, 4, 5, 6? 3, 4. Is this a throne? No, I guess not. 5 or 6. I am in the burial chamber. Where's the burial chamber? This one. I'm in row 2, 3, 4, 5. So not 2. So yes, they have to be here, right? Yeah. I'm in the same area as Alex. Where's Alex? Here? So they're Oops. Here or here. Which means nobody can be in these spots. I am in the lamp room. Where's the lamp room? Here. It's gonna be here or oops. Undo. I didn't mean to X them. So Elliot is here or here. Oh, that means B can't be here or here. I am the only person next to the throne. I am in the same area as Brooke. Where's Brooke? What's his throne? Is this his throne? Show me the icons. Throne. Yeah. Okay. I'm the only person next to the throne, so he has to be here. So where's D? D can only be here? So we have B. E can only be here. What the heck? Isn't this ambiguous? Oh no, because what's this? I'm in the same area, so Brooke is here. So I guess yeah, that's it. We got it. Hooray. Bonus puzzle? I am in column D. Oops. I didn't mean to place, I meant to mark. I am the only person next to stone bench. Why does the stone bench? Stone bench looks like this. Okay. So it could be here. Could be here. That means A is not here, because then he would be next to a stone bench. D, E, or F? D, E, F. I'm sitting on the stone bench. I am the same area as Finn. I am the same area as Alex. So it has to be this one, right? Because Alex is next in the room, and so it has to be here. Which means B has to be here. Which means Alex has to be here. I am next to exactly one object in my area. So not here, you could be here. 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 Is that it? Yeah, I think so. I'm next to a statue. Which one's the statue? Statue is this one. Okay. So it could be here. Could be here. And that's it, I think. So Cameron. We don't really know. Elliot. I'm gonna mute because I'm gonna cough again. Next to exactly one object. Yeah, I don't know. Next to a statue in my area. What the heck? Are we stuck? Column D. Only person next to stone bench. I'm sitting on a stone bench. D. Okay, I'm in the same room as Finn. Wait, where's Finn? I'm next to a statue in my area. Oh, we have a problem here. Same area as Finn, so he has to be somewhere in here. Right? So that means A is wrong, maybe? Hang on, let's reset. She's on a stone bench, and she's in the same area as Finn, but Finn is next to a statue, and there's no statue in this one, right? Unless I got the symbols mixed up. No, that's statue, and that's stone bench. So D has to be here, and then Finn has to be here or here, right? Because he has to be next to a statue. Which means nobody's here. So then Alex could be in one of these three spots. It can't be up here because then that would empty that row. But we know that F is somewhere in that row. I'm the only person next to a stone bench. Which has to be this, right? D, E, F, D, E, F. Next exactly one object. So not here, could be here. Could be here. Could be here. I guess technically it could be here. Could be here. Actually, no, it can't be here because A is in column D, so that means no one else is in column D. So we can also take Cameron out of these. Wait, that also means F isn't here, right? Because A is the only one in this column. So F is actually here, we know now. So this guy next to one of you could be here, could be here. I'm column D, okay. D, E, or F. So E or F, basically, next to one object. D, I am in the same area as Alex. How can, wait, no. How can she? Oh, is this a throne? It is, so B could be here actually. Okay, that's the problem. That's where I'm messing up. Alright. Reset. So D is definitely here. F is next to a statue, so here or here. A is in column D, but in the same room, so here or here, but they can't be here, right? Yeah, because that would mean F can't be here, so A has to go here. F has to go here. Then B is next to a bench. So they're actually here. That's the problem. I didn't realize that they could sit on the bench. They're in D or F, but there has to be this one then, I guess. Next to exactly one object. So not this one, this has to be this one. Submit. We did it. Oh my gosh. That was so difficult. All right. Mosaic puzzle. We construct the ancient mosaic by placing each shape according to the clues. You serve a partially complete mosaic, which you will complete using the clues and shapes involved. What the heck? In column F, next to a triangle shape between rows 2 and 4. Between columns E and G, north of the placed diamond. North of the placed diamond? Oh, this must be the diamond. Between columns D and F in row 7. Column B, row 6, column G. Deduce from my clues. Okay. Select a shape and double click square to place it once placed. The other squares in the same row and column become unavailable. Okay. Sometimes you need to mark possible locations, select a shape and click. Okay. So basically the same thing. Yeah, okay. Basically the same game. Place shape, mark shape. Okay, in row 2. Yeah, I got it. So it could be here. These are taken, right? Yeah, so it could be one of these. Column F, row 5. So shouldn't it mark all the better squares? Did they say that everything else? Oh, maybe it's automatic. In column D, west of a small circle. What? We both. Column D, west of a small circle. So it could be here, I guess. Could be here. This, like, I thought it would color it in. It's kind of weird. It's hard to understand. This is a row 2, okay. Deduce from our clues, deduce from our clues. Deduce from our clues, okay. Wait, so this is, wait, west of a circle, right? Where is it set? This one? Is this a circle? Or is this a circle? Surely this is a circle. East of the ring? In column B, in row 1, B1. East of the ring. This is the ring probably, right? East of the ring. So the ring is here. No? Wait, what? Oh, like east doesn't mean like... Okay. Like it means like any of these squares, I guess. With... Okay. So west of circle. So any of these could be the circle, maybe? If I understand the clue correctly. Wait, I'm doing the wrong shape, am I? Oops. What was that? That was this one, right? The ring? And then the circle. I'm saying the circle could be any of these, I think. Oh man. Okay, so this is place. D, west of a small circle. This is placed in row 2. Okay, so if it's in row 2, that means these guys... So the ring can only be here, actually. Which means this guy can own... No, they can be 2 places. But the but this guy cannot be here. And this guy cannot be here. If I understood correctly. And in fact, okay, so since this guy is in row D, then this guy cannot be here, so he has to be here. West of a small circle. So that's this guy, so he has to be all the way to the side. East of the ring. And we have the ring already. Why can't it be here? Oh, because it's marked. Okay. Yeah, they should color it in or something. I know if it's bugged, like, but it's hard to know which rows are taken and not taken or whatever. So that means this guy has to be here, right? Which means this guy has to be here. And this guy has to be here. Is that right? Yep, that's right. Oh man. Is there another one? No, that's it. Okay. Beetle? Play target beat? One play remaining. You can listen to the target once per guess, memorize it. Your guess. Kick, snare, hi-hat. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is loud enough. I don't know if you guys... Do you hear that? Yeah, it's okay, you guys. Yeah, it shows up here on desktop, so you guys are hearing that. All right, here we go. We only get one listen. Oh, I can do it while it's playing? That's much easier. I thought I would have to like... What the heck? It says here I'm missing a note. It says there's 16 notes and I have 15. What the heck? I cannot... What's missing? I don't hear anything missing. Maybe there's a kick here. Maybe here. Let's go with that. Yeah, okay. Let's pray for the... Hope for the best. We got it. Perfect. Okay, yeah, this is easier than I thought. I thought you had to memorize it and then you stop it and then you do it all from memory, but you can actually build it while it's playing. So it's not too bad. Also, I play drums, or I used to play drums in a band, so that's why I can sort of identify what's going on. I couldn't hear this kick though. It was very subtle from this one here. Anyway. Electo. What is this one? Daily mode. Test your knowledge of parliamentary... Oh god, I don't know anything about parliamentary politics. Guess the country election year basis. Yeah, there's no way. Absolutely, it's going to be completely random. It's going to be pure luck. What is this? Guess the country and election year based on the parliamentary seating diagram? No freaking clue. I don't think it's the US, because the US only has like 2 parties, right? Like this is like what, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then millions of sub parties, 4 main ones, and then like 12 mini ones or something. What the heck is this? No freaking clue. Just anything here. Yeah, Czechs. Yeah, never even heard of that country. And this could be, let's say it's 2004. Who knows? What does this mean? Does that mean like I got the right continent, but it's higher than 2004? I don't what. Wait, what? I don't know. Maybe it means it's like in this continent. Yellow. I don't know. Maybe this one, and then higher than 2004. So let's say 2014. Below 2014, but still in this region, I guess. No, not that one. Maybe this one. 2009. I don't think it's Russia. I don't feel like Russia has this much split. 2007? More than 7, less than 9. So it's 2008. But then which country? Just go through all of them? Yeah, I guess we just go through all of them. We got it. Is there an ad playing right now? How do I check? Ad starting soon. Okay, I guess we'll wait for the ad. I mean, I can read the instructions maybe while I wait for the ad. All right. What the heck? Why isn't the ad playing? There we go. The ad started. So I'll just wait 30 seconds. All right, ad's over. Welcome to Paco, the daily circle packing challenge. Every day a new shape is presented. Guess how many circles of a fixed size fit perfectly inside without overlapping? We show one circle as a hint for scale. Every guess gives you a hot code hint based on how close you are. You have 5 tries to get the exact number. Sometimes the shape may have leftover space when there's no circles. Could fit like in the image below. Okay. How many circles? Okay, so let's see. This could fit like, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, maybe 17, 16, 17, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10. So 16 times 9. I can like mute it because I'm gonna cough. So maybe like 160. Alarm and smaller than 160. Okay. Maybe 154? No, 44? Boiling and lower than that. 144. Could be 140? And above that, okay. So 142, I guess. Above that, okay, so 143. GG. Easy for babies. Let me just check. Did I unmute? Yeah, I did unmute. Okay. All right, and then this will probably be the last game. We'll do the cryptic crossword. I'm going to not support, unfortunately. This one. How difficult is this? This looks difficult. What the heck? Greece, where Virginia McKenna finally has taken the lead from Travolta. 4-3. Virginia McKenna finally has taken lead. Yeah, no, I don't. Scarf. Hang on. Is there a way? Are they ranked so that they're easy? Like, can we do an easy one? You know what I mean? Like, I found that very difficult to say. Yeah. I don't know, because like if the New York Times, I forget what it is, but like one day is the easiest and one day is the hardest. Like maybe Sunday is the easiest one. No, Sunday must be the hardest one. Monday is the easiest one. Tuesday gets harder. Wednesday gets harder, and so on. So I'm worried. Is this the hard one? This one might be too hard. Scarf worn by one on border in unconventional community. How many letters in community? Hang on, let me turn off Vim again, just in case. Community. Okay, so 2 letters too much. Scarf worn by one on border. One on border? How many letters in border? Scarf. One on border. Wheels land, stunt, in the end, nailed. Land, stunt, in the end, nailed. Wheels? What? Wheels. Hard to see more than 310 high. What? What the heck? More than 310 high. No, I think, okay, this is too difficult. Is there. It's gotta be an easier one. How about one with lots of comments? Probably the more comments, that means the more people try it, which means the easier it is, right? Like 141? 145, I mean? What the frick is this? Drew Station Oddly with Whitehall address. Okay, so this is a bit maybe a bit easier. Drew Station Oddly. So that's gonna be D. What it means is oddly means take the odd letters, I think. D E S E G T. Oops, I didn't write T. N. Did I do it right? D space like skip E, skip S, skip E, skip G, skip T, skip N. Oddly, with Whitehall address. So maybe oddly doesn't mean take every odd letter. Maybe it means shuffle the letters. Drew Stain. Yeah, it's definitely that. Okay, because there's exactly the right number of letters. Drew Stain. So oddly, like we got to anagram it. We have to shuffle these letters somehow. With Whitehall address. I guess maybe we use the anagram helper. I have no idea how to. Oh my god. So Drew Stainton. Start. Shuffle. What? Word. Whitehall address. Is the word station in there? No. Steer? Steer? No. Whitehall address. What could it be? Rain? Like REIG? No. How about street? STRE. Yeah, we could spell street. How do I use the anagram indicator? I don't understand how to do this. I can't change this. Okay, I don't know. It's something street, I think. Let me just write Drew Station to put the letters in. But then we're gonna swap, I guess, the S and the I. Then the T and the G. Then the R and the N. Then E and T. Then E and O. And then N and T. Dwingon? Windong? What could this be? Let's put the W here. And the I here. Oh, winning? Winding? Windong? Wanding? Wanding sounds better than Windong. Oops. Oh, Downing, right? Isn't Downing? Okay, do I have all right letters? Downing Street? This guy's gotta be. I gotta have the right letters. That's gotta be it. Okay. Like a stop sign, a lot can go out of shape. Out of shape could be an anagram indicator. Octagon? Is octagon an anagram of a lot can go out of shape? No, the octagon. Octagonal? Okay, octagonal. Yeah, and then AL, so a lot. Let Congo. A lot Congo out of shape. Octagonal. It's gotta be that, but why do I get an A instead of an O? Octagonal? 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 Is that how you spell it? Octagonal. Why is it in French? Is it octagonal? Oh, it is with an A. Octagonal. I thought it was octagonal. Octagonal. Okay. So that's where the A is. Yeah. Perfect. Like a stop sign. Octagonal. Group not heartless. Embracing individual. Group not heartless, embracing. Not heartless, embracing. Individual. Individual is like I guess. Then embracing means like you put a word around it. Group, not heartless. Not heartless. I don't know. Something around I for individual. But I don't know what we're putting around I. Has to mean a group, I guess. A word for group starting with N has an I in it. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Prise into one's new suit first. One's new suit? Prise into. One's new. One's new. Is it like N-E-S-N-E? Because I'm looking at inside of one's new, and so I see N-E-S-N-E here, but it doesn't really work. Prise into one's new. One's new suit first. The first letter of S of suit is S. One's new. This. Prise into. No, I can't make it work. Group supplying material to newspaper announces two girls. Is it like sisters or something like that? Sisters. Group supplying material. Supplying material to newspaper announces. Yeah, I don't know what this one is either. criticize complaint at Sunday lunch. Is criticize an anagram indicator? Or is complaint for anagram indicator? What the heck? Does this have enough letters to criticize? Criticize. It does have enough. Okay, so it's going to be an anagram of criticize. And it means Sunday lunch? Sunday lunch, anagram of criticize? Sunday lunch. Oh, 2 words, 5 and 4. Sunday lunch. What the heck can you do with these word letters? Cite? C-T-I-T-E? Criticize. Risky sight? Or maybe it's sight with an S here. Richie sight? Does that mean something? Criticize. Richie sight? Is that a Sunday lunch? She sight. No, I don't think that's right. I don't know what this is then. I do think it's an anagram of criticize. But I can't figure out what Sunday lunch is. Communication of some parliamentary upset. Some parliamentary. So it could mean, by some, it might mean take some of the letters of parliamentary and then upset them as an anagram them. And then you use that to make a word that means communicate. So 5 letters from E-T-A-R or M-E-N-T-A, A-M-E-N-T. No, I can't figure this one out. All right, let's look at 10. I go nuts arranging day trips. That's got to be an anagram. Right? Day trips. But then I need 2 letters. I go nuts arranging. Arranging day trips. There's not enough letters for. Oh, but I goes in day. No, but there is an I here. Maybe there isn't an I. Oops. I was thinking arranging is an anagram indicator for day trips. And then the I goes from that. So it's an anagram of day trips with no I. Because the I goes. Party? Party, right? I go, maybe that party, I go nuts. No, but the T is in the wrong place for party. Yeah, I don't know. Gosh darn it. falls again, turning back with artist. Falls again, falls again, turning back. Is artist 7 letters? No, it's not. The back of turning, like G, falls again, turning back with artist. With artist. Falls again. Yeah, no, I can't make this one work either. The dark man on board, it's said. The dark man on board. Man on board. It's said. Said is like a homophone indicator, I think, but I can't make this work either. A very minor piece composed. It's all in C. Compose. Is compose an anagram indicator? How many letters in compose? Very minor piece composed. In C. What does in C mean here? Because I can say C is in compose, because that means I take compose, I anagram it, and then I put a C in there somewhere. But it's saying compose is in C rather than C is in compose. But we can play around this. We can see. Very minor piece. Oops. Composed C. Very minor piece. Spec? Something spec? Mood spec? Codum spec? Circumspect? Could it be circumspect? Circumspect. No, not enough letters. A very minor piece. Unless it's an anagram of very minor, or minor piece or something like that. Oops. Minor P. No, there's not enough letters. Or maybe it's a piece of very minor. Like you take part of very and then minor, like something like this. Like very minor, a piece of that. Well, how many letters is very minor? Very minor. Very minor also has the right number of things. Very minor. And then you compose that? Does that mean you anagram it? Very minor. Because compose doesn't sound like an anagram indicator to me. Very minor. Piece composed. It's all in C. Very minor piece composed. Primary. It's all in C. River something? River. Hang on. River something. Very minor. River Moni? River Rimon? It's all in C. Nah, I don't know what this is. I can't make it work. What the heck? Why is it so hard? Heavyweight in charge of drinks. What the heck? Heavyweight What would even be the indicator here? In charge of drink. Charge of drink. I mean, it has drinks as 5 letters. Charge of? Is that an homophone or anagram? I mean. Charge of. In charge of. Newly canonized very quickly. What? I don't know what the indicator is here. Canonized? For instance, worker in business. Worker in business producing plant. Worker. Ineffectual compromise that a confectioner provides. 5 letters. Compromise. Does it mean like it's inside? Like, because like the word ineffectual comprises of something? Comprises. Comprises that? Oh man. Old BBC magazine's ears. What? Sweetheart in saloons worries. Say L. So it could be the heart in saloon is O. Or does saloon worry? How many letters in saloon? Okay, what if I take the heart of saloon? So just yeah. So if I take just the if I drop the 2 outer letters of saloon, the heart of saloon, then I worry it. Like meaning I anagram it. Do I get the word sweet? I don't think so. Man. Cover turn back. So that's like revoc, I guess. Take cover and you turn back. In fancy lace. In fancy lace. As seen in facade. Unless we're turning back fancy lace, we're in fancy. Infancy. Is infancy something that's seen in facade? Or is it the cover? No, that doesn't make sense. Lace is seen in facade, infancy. No, I don't like. I mean, infancy is a word, but it doesn't really match. Quiet before long consumes northern river and sea area. Quiet. Before long. The before of long is L, and it consumes the northern part of the river, which is R, and also this sea area. The S and the A of sea? No, this is too much. What could it be? the before quiet, maybe? Q? And then long consumes Northern River? No, that doesn't work either. Does it? I don't think it does. French landmark damage. So damage is an anagram. Car he imported. Is car he imported? He imported. It's exactly the right number of letters. Oh my god. Okay, it's gotta be that. So you gotta damage the word car he imported. And it's gonna be a French landmark. It's gotta be. There's no way that's not the clue. It's gonna be Arc de Triomphe, right? Is it? Arc de, and then let me see if he imported anagrams to car he imported. Yeah, three with an O. How do you spell Arc de Triomphe? Oh, that's how you spell it. Arc de Triomphe. We use with an O. Three with an E at the end? Yes, with an E at the end. Okay, perfect. Finally got a clue. Wow. Took me forever. Arc de Triomphe. Sheesh. Alright, so let's went with this guy. Meal for Passover, some organized erroneously. So organized or organized erroneously has got to be the anagram. It ends with an R? So the only thing is Passover, right? So some of Passover, and you organize it erroneously. So Passover like this, and then but you anagram it. A meal for Passover. It's not you can how much you can do with this. Yeah, like Vesser or Voser? Vessor? No, what could this be? Meal for Passover. Some organized. Some of organized, maybe? Could it be that? Yeah, maybe some of organized, but then you but then you erroneous it, you anagram it. Or again, sure. Okay. This could be ending in A or like Ganor? Gonar? Are these meals for Passover? No. Revolt when intoxicated. When intoxicated means it's got to be an anagram indicator. In prison room, quite the opposite. Revolt. So is it an anagram of revolt? How many letters in revolt? Gosh. Revolt in prison room. Could it be the room of prison, like the outside of prison, like P and N? P and N, revolt. PN. Quite the opposite. A word that means quite the opposite. Verboten? No. Well, if it were in prison room, then that means the D shouldn't be at the end here. It should be like inside of like like P and N, and then you put revoked inside. So it's probably not that then. Quite the opposite. I was hoping that I would get a word like that means quite the opposite when you after anagramming it. Proven? Provoke? No. Yeah, I don't know. Oh man, I can go on about English Drifter. About English Drifter ends with a T. About. I can go on about. Or is it about English and then you drift it? Like drift the words about English. Let's see. About no. Oh gosh. This was just a view. What the heck? Before I do that one, let's see this one. I'm mute because I'm gonna cough again. Okay, so from his US cooking, delicacy. Is cooking an anagram indicator? Because you have it's sushi, yeah. Because like I said, US and his, right? And then you cook it, you anagram it, and you get sushi, which is a delicacy. Sushi. Goldfinches in a group delight. Ends with an M? What? How do you get an M in this? Goldfinches in a group. So if the definition is delight, then goldfishes in a group. I don't, or if the definition is goldfinches in a group, like does delight mean to anagram in a group? But there's no M. So even if we, it can't be anagram because there's no M anywhere. Yeah, I don't know. View. No clue. No clue whatsoever. I don't know. It's like what's it called? There's a type of clue where you have to say what you did to the to produce this. I forget what it's called, but that's all I can think of for what this could be. But anyway, let's try. Oh, BBC magazine's ears. Ears. The ears make me think like the left and the right. Like ears are on the side of your head. So then, magazines. The ears of magazine. But then, what do you do with old BBC? I'm probably gonna give up as soon as this ad starts, which means I'm probably not gonna finish this puzzle. Quiet before long consumes Northern River and Sierra. So you have S before long consumes. I'm trying to think. Oh man, because we have an S on consumes, right? So I'm trying to think if it's like something like snort or something like that. Because you have to snort, but I can't make it work with a clue. Long, quiet before long. Northern River. Yeah, I don't know. I go nuts arranging. Oh, did we try I go nuts already? I go nuts. Yeah, it's gonna be I go nuts arranging. And then it's another word for day trips. Like the definition is day trips. Arranging is the indicator, and it's telling us to anagram I go nuts. Did we look at that? Did we try that? Day trip. Outing, right? Outings? Yeah, outings. It's gotta be outings. Going on an outing is a day trip. Okay, what about this guy? Group, not heartless. Two ends, and the two ends heartless. Embracing individual. Individual. So the definition, what could the definition be? Is it individual, like a word? No one, none. What's a word for individual that has these ends like this? Or is the definition group? Or group not? Group not. Or group not heartless. Or is the definition embracing individual? Embracing individual. What's an embracing individual? Like a hugger? Someone who hugs? Or a bolt? Something that a single thing that holds things together. Embracing individual. Yeah, I can't see what this. Prise into one's new suit first. So we have an N and an S. And so that's like the into one's new, right? Like that's the S and the N here of one's new. The suit. First news. The first suit. Prise into. Nosy? Prize noses? How about this monster? How hands move 24/7. How hands move 24/7. What's 24/7? Like it's like 3.5 or something like that. 3 3/7. How hands move 24. So maybe 24/7 is the definition. And then how hands. So do we move how hands? Did we take how? There's not enough letter. How hands, and then we move it. Yeah. How my hands move? Even how hands move, there's not enough letters. How hands move. Do we move 24/7? How do you spell this? 24/7. No, there's way too many. So what the heck? Because move really sounds like an anagram indicator, but how hands? There's just not enough fodder unless we how hands. Yeah, what the heck? We looked at this one already, right? Falls entering back of artists. Dark man on board. It said, I don't know if we did this one. Dark man. So we have a G. Dark man on board. No, there's no G in the clue, so it's not an anagram. The dark man on board. The dark abyss void. It said gossip speech. No, I can't figure it out. Very my PSLC. Heavyweight in charge of drink. GRINK drink. We have drink in charge of. I can't see in charge of as meaning an anagram indicator. So I like, even if I want to eat anagram drink, I can't, like, a word for drink, an anagram of drink that means heavyweight, or a way of interpreting charge of as meaning anagram. That doesn't work. For instance, work in business producing plant. We have an L. Worker in business produces. So do we have the leisure plant? Producing plant. Not really. Quite for long consumes. Yeah, I don't think we got this one yet. Okay, then we look at all the downs. Green market list prices, supplying material. The newspaper announces 2 girls. Group supplying material. Does that mean you take the letters from group and you put them supplying material to newspapers? Newspaper announces. Like, you take the word group and you put it inside of a homophone for newspaper? And it means 2 girls? Criticize, complain. We still have the R. Is it? I think we tried the anagram and criticize, right? With the, yeah, and it has the letters, has the right length. A complaint of criticize is an anagram of criticize. It's Sunday lunch. Criticize. But we couldn't come up with anything. Could we recite? Yeah, I don't know what this could be. Criticize, complaint at Sunday lunch. Communication of some parliamentary upset. Some parliamentary upset. A South African boy making smoother mayonnaise? What? 5'8". Smoother the smoother an anagram indicator? What the heck? Okay, how many letters in mayonnaise? And then, I mean, mayonnaise and boy would have the right number of letters. Making smoother as an anagram indicator? Making smoother? This is nuts. And it's a word that's like, that means South African. Or maybe like it's a name of a South African country or something. Not that I know that any of the South African countries. I almost saw Kenya there, I think. Yeah, this is hopeless for me. Revoke, we looked at. I can go on about English drifter. Did we look at the anagram for about English already? About no, too many. About, we need 4 letters. So we have go on about. go on about, and then you English drift it, and then you get a word that means I can. Or is it, hang on. Is it about and then I can? Like I can, and then it goes on about, and then you English drift it? But then what would the definition be? Incubate? No, I can't make it work. And then this freaking crazy clue. Meal for Passover. Some. Organized erroneously. Organized erroneously just seems so much like an anagram indicator. Go figure. Yeah, we looked at every clue now. Oh man. All right, let's check all just in case, like some of them is wrong actually. No, they're all right. So everything I put down is correct. Oh man, what the heck? Group, not heartless. Embracing individual. How do we get 5 letters? What are we? What's the fodder here? Group is 5 letters? But it doesn't have 2 N's. All the words, well, I mean, not has, all the words that have an N except for not are not 5 letters. Or won't fit within 5 letters. Prise into one's new suit. One's new. Prise into one's. See, so the NES here in one, because it's we have to look into one. So this fits perfectly, but then what word could this be? How about regular crosswords is far too big? Yeah, I'm mediocre at regular crosswords, and I'm trying to learn these cryptic crosswords, but it's hard, man. It's freaking, I don't know if have you been watching the whole time. Did you see the reasoning I came up with some of these, like how I came up with sushi from delicacy from his US cooking and all that. Supplying material to newspaper. Announces. A good chunk of it, yeah. I don't know. My brain has connection. It's just because I did a bunch of like I've been practicing on easier puzzles for a lot. Here, let me see if the new one. There's something called Cryptic Minute or something like that. Minute Cryptic. And this one has easy ones. Yeah, I think I've done this one before, but let me see if I can figure it out again. Gorilla's face, so the face of gorilla. So take the first letter G. Oops. I keep having to disable Vimium keys on this. So gorilla's face, so the G of gorilla, broke out from allergy. Okay, so you take allergy and you take out the G, right? Broke out. So allergy, but no allergy, but you take out the G because the G is good. Bananas. And bananas is like, that's crazy, which means you anagram it. And you get really, I guess, which means in fact. Which is correct. And then, like, if you didn't get it, then he has the video that explains the whole thing. So if you use the site Minicryptic, you can learn how to do cryptic crosswords.
Today's cryptic crossword clue is gorilla's face broke out from allergy, bananas, in fact. And this clue comes to us from two of our members, James and Ollie, who have become masters, I think, of a humorous surface. There are lots of things I like about their clues, but a hallmark of their clues is just a humorous surface. And that is something that appeals to me. I place great weight, personally, on the surface of a clue. A clue can be very technically clever in many ways, but if the surface is awkward, I really just don't think it's that good. But if the surface is wonderful, I'm really kind of barracking for it to back up the surface with excellent wordplay. And maybe sometimes I give it a little bit of a leeway if the surface is really good. But here with this clue, I don't think we need to give it any leeway. It's very tight in terms of wordplay. Let's start at the start with gorilla's face, which is just the face letter, the first letter of gorilla, which is a G. And we're told that that G broke out from allergy. And obviously on the surface of the clue, it's talking about breaking out in terms of like a rash. But if you break out, you escape. And so broke out from is a deletion indicator where G escapes from the word allergy, which has a G, leaving us with the letters ALLERY. And those letters are bananas, which is an anagram indicator. It's actually Liam's favorite anagram indicator. I'm trying not to say the word bananagram indicator. But it means that basically those letters, ALLERY, are bananas or crazy. They are going to go crazy. They are going to anagram. And when they do, we get the word really, another word for in fact.
So yeah, so I've been doing the, oops, I closed the wrong browser window. Oh crap, whatever. I don't need chat for now. I've been doing these Minicryptic things for like, I don't know, maybe a couple months now. And so, let's pop out chat. Is there no pop out? Oh, here it is. I've been doing this for a couple months now, so I start to learn the patterns and the tricks. But yeah, Minicryptic, they're not super easy, but they're way easier than this one that I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to do this one. I can't figure it out at all. Like this freaking clue here, just the question mark. Like what do I do with this? Keeps you sharp, makes you think a different way. Yeah, I'm mainly doing it because Steph does cryptic crosswords, and I'm trying to compete with her. She's really good at them. She does like the hard ones, and because she found normal crosswords too easy, so she started doing cryptic crosswords, and now she's like, oh, the cryptic crosswords are too easy, so she's trying to find something else. And so I'm like, you know, if she can do it, then I can do it, right? So now I'm trying to learn how to do it, but like I'm struggling here. I'm looking at, you know, like this group supplying material. So I'm like, okay, so you take the word group, supplying material. So you take some of the letters of group and you supply it to newspaper or something like that. And then announces as maybe a homophone indicator. So you need to take a word that sounds like newspaper or something. And then it has to, and then the definition maybe is two girls. So it has to be a word that means two girls that uses some of the letters of group inside of a homophone for newspaper. Like I'm trying to do what the guy did in the video, right? I'm like, okay, so how do I interpret this clue? And I can't figure it out. So you're saying like the one trick, the anagram indicators is pretty common, and like they use some pretty weird words for, like, banana was the anagram indicator in that gorilla clue, right? And then this one, cooking, is the anagram indicator. It says like cooking his US, like, so anagram the word says US, and then you get a delicacy, which is sushi. So I try to, like, one way I recognize, oh, we probably have to anagram it, is that you just so happen to have exactly the right number of letters. Like if you use criticize, is exactly 9 letters, right? Which is what we need. So, and then say complaint. So if you complain about the letters, that means you're anagramming them. Like, it's a weird, but like, okay, plausible, maybe. So I have to anagram criticize, I guess, right? But then, like, so that means if criticize is the fodder is the word that you're manipulating, and complaint is the indicator, and indicator means like what you do. So if this is the fodder and this is the indicator, then this has to be the definition at Sunday lunch, because that's the only thing that's left. So then I have to anagram this to mean, like, to be a 2-word sentence, I guess, that means at Sunday lunch. But I'm like, what could it possibly be? I can't arrange these letters to mean at Sunday lunch. Which, and because I can't do that, it's like, oh, so maybe it's not anagramming criticize. But if it's not anagramming criticize, what could it be? Because criticize is exactly the perfect number of letters for how many spaces we have. And it has an R in it, right? We already know from the other clue, from like looking at this one, we know that this starts with an R. Criticize has an R in it, has the right number of letters. It's gotta be anagram. It's gotta be an anagram of criticize. But what is the anagram? What could it possibly be? What can I spell with this that means Sunday lunch, or at Sunday lunch? Rice? Like if you do something with rice, is that a Sunday lunch? Or rices? Because it's 5 letters and 4 letters. So the first word is 5 letters. Rices? Rices is sit? Rice is tiki? Tissy? Iti? Yeah, no clue. I can't, like, how do you make a Sunday lunch out of this? Anyway, this is where I'm gonna give up. So thank you everybody for tuning in, because the next ad is about to start anyway, and I said I was gonna end when the ad ends, or when the ad starts. So thanks everybody. I'll see you guys next time. I don't have the cat parade set up here. I have nothing set up on this laptop. I guess we can raid someone. Yeah, let's raid someone. You guys are gonna see, well, how do I, let me just open up Twitch, I guess. Thanks for streaming. Oh, thank you, Mr. Crab, for sticking around. How do I expand this? In store? No, I just wanna, why is it so small? Why is it on the side? Do I have to, there we go. Let's see here. Yeah, about Jua Baby. I don't think have we ever rated her before? I don't know. I don't think we ever rated her yet. We haven't rated her, so let's rate her. Copy, paste. Oops. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Hydrate and stretch. All right, I will hydrate. I will stretch. Thank you everybody. We are rating Jua Baby. Thank you for watching me do these web games. I'm gonna watch the VOD after, I guess, to see what the quality of the recording was. Hopefully it's decent. And if so, then I'll be streaming stuff tomorrow. If it wasn't decent, then I guess I won't be streaming tomorrow. Either way, see you guys whenever I see you next time. Let me stretch real quick. And then, yeah, that's it. Thank you, Mr. Crab, and see you guys later. Bye.